During World War II, Nazi Germany created some of the most extreme weapons ever imagined. Among them stood a true giant Dora, the largest artillery piece ever built. A weapon of unprecedented scale, intended to crush anything in its path. But was it a true game changer, or just a massive miscalculation? Today, we uncover the full story of this engineering marvel. Dora, also known as Supergun, was a railway gun over 47 meters long, weighing 1,350 tons, and firing 7-ton shells up to 47 kilometers. This monstrous weapon could obliterate fortifications, bridges, and deeply embedded bunkers. It was an engineering marvel, but also a logistical nightmare. No other artillery piece in history had combined such size, power, and range into one single weapon. The story of Dora began in the late 1930s when Hitler and the German High Command demanded a weapon capable of breaching the Maginot Line, France's impenetrable chain of fortifications. The project was handed to Krupp, Germany's leading arms manufacturer, which had already built heavy artillery for decades. Engineers at Krupp had to overcome multiple challenges. The gun needed to fire shells that could penetrate up to 1 meter of steel armor or 7 meters of reinforced concrete. To support the immense pressure generated by the blast, the barrel alone was nearly 30 meters long. By 1941, after extensive testing, the first Supergun gun was completed, followed shortly by its twin Dora. However, a weapon of this scale had enormous challenges. Dora could not move on its own and required specially built railway tracks at any location where it would be used. Its transport and assembly required 5 full trains, over 1,400 crew members, and weeks of preparation before it could fire. Each shell, weighing as much as a small car, needed a dedicated crane for loading. The sheer size of Dora also made it nearly impossible to hide from enemy reconnaissance, making it vulnerable to air attacks. Luftwaffe fighter squadrons were often assigned to protect it from Allied bombers. Dora's moment of glory came in 1942 during the Siege of Sevastopol, a heavily fortified Soviet port on the Black Sea. The gun was deployed to destroy Soviet bunkers, railway depots, and underground facilities. It successfully obliterated the White Cliff Fortress, sending 4.8-ton shells crashing through Soviet defenses. But despite its terrifying firepower, its slow rate of fire, one shot every 30-45 minutes, proved a major drawback. Although Dora played a role in the victory at Sevastopol, it never saw widespread use again. Germany's rapid, mobile blitzkrieg tactics meant that such slow and cumbersome weapons were increasingly impractical. Dora was too massive for the fluid battlefields of World War II. Operating Dora was an incredibly difficult task. Each shot required specialized crews, and the barrel had to be realigned after every few rounds due to stress. The immense recoil and vibrations damaged nearby railway tracks, requiring constant repairs. While Dora remained in storage, the war changed. The German army was on the defensive, and weapons that could be deployed quickly and efficiently were in higher demand. Dora, with its multi-week setup time, was simply no longer viable. By 1945, with Germany facing imminent defeat, the High Command ordered the destruction of Dora to prevent it from falling into Allied hands. Its remains were later found by American troops, marking the end of an era for super-heavy artillery. Dora remains a symbol of both military ambition and engineering excess. It was a weapon designed to instill fear and devastation, but ultimately proved too large, too slow, and too costly for modern warfare. Today, modern artillery has evolved far beyond massive railway guns. Precision-guided missiles, high-tech howitzers, and mobile rocket systems have replaced the need for weapons like Dora. However, its legacy lives on as one of the most awe-inspiring weapons ever created. If you enjoyed this deep dive into military history, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insane war machines from the past. This is Madman's Arsenal, where history meets firepower.